Hey everybody, welcome back to another video where we recreate Wizard101 in Planet Coaster 2, episode 8. Listen, I know I should be uploading these a lot faster or coming up with them really fast, but life has just been busy, okay? The last episode was probably like weeks ago, months ago, I don't know, episode 7 was a while ago, but we've been working on the Pet Pavilion. I think in the last episode we created the foundation and the walls and the entrance. So right now in this episode we add a lot more details. I do want to say that I end up changing a lot. Like this tent right here is going to be changed off camera, off recording. And I do end up building the hatchery building off video as well, and you'll just see it pop up right there. But I'm super excited. As you can see, we have the foundation where the path is gonna be. We have the trees. Right now I'm making space for, technically in the Wiz101 it's a sky, but I'm gonna be adding water to it. So this part right here that I'm like digging out is gonna be water, and this is the wall that goes around it. It looks great by the end of the video, like you'll see what I'm talking about, but I'm super excited. I want to get back into this. I really want to build more, continue building. Like I do build stuff off video, but I don't want to build too much off video because then you guys are just going to miss everything. But I want to continue building on video, so the whole process is there. Here's me extending the where the water is going to be, and these over here, what I'm working on right now, is the floating islands that you see in the Pet Pavilion if you go to the side of the dance game. They're just floating in the sky, but obviously I can't have a sky like just like be like that, so it's going to be over water. And they look awesome. You'll see at the end, it's going to look great. I'm super excited for it. But Pet Pavilion is actually going to be pretty quick. I think it's going to be like, if you count last episode where we actually build the path towards it and like the foundation, it might just be 3 episodes. I think in the next episode we'll have Pet Pavilion completed. We finished one side of it, so we have to do the other side of it, which is just the maze game and the cannon game, I think it is. But you'll see what I'm talking about. But there it is, there's the water. Those are the floating islands with little trees on there. They look great. And then right here, this path right here always is going to be changed a lot because I was never satisfied with the way they look. We added some bushes. Again, this tent for the dance game is going to go. We're going to change it. But it's going to be more of the fantasy theme one, so you'll see. And now we're working on the Gobbler food fight game. I'm really happy about the way this game turned out because it looks so realistic. Shout out to my friend Phoenix because she gave me a suggestion at the end. I'll show you in a second. Also, sorry if you heard the Discord notification go off. I forgot to turn those off. But I'm really happy with the way the Gobbler game turned out. We add a bunch of wood, more blocks like these, and I end up using a screen to get the background of it. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second, but we do end up decorating to make it look perfect. It does end up being perfect. Again, I'm super happy with the way it turned out. I think I said that like 100 times. But I want it to look like this inner like box that's going inside the wall. So putting the walls on the sides like that makes it look perfect. And then we added some of the drapes, which is blue, just like that. Made some be on the outside, some on the inside, and the ones that come out like this. I do add a here, you'll see in a second. It's like, it looks like a gobbler. Not this. I'm gonna replace this with something else. You'll see right here. I'm gonna add one to each side right here, but those get replaced too. This thing right here, it looks like a gobbler and it goes so well with the theme. I added some crates and barrels, but I realized there was a thing with also food and stuff like that, so that goes well with the theme. And then I used a random rectangular shape to smooth out the background where it's supposed to be the picture of a gobbler eating stuff. So what I did instead, where my friend helped me out with the idea, is to go to the Gobbler Tower in Wizard City, or the Colossus Boulevard, and take a screenshot of it eating, and just use that as a screen, and it turns out great. You'll see in a second. But right now, we moved on to the Way of the Ninja Pig. As you can see, something's changed around. We have the dance tent, the dance game tent, which is much better than the one we used before. I think it's from the fantasy pack, so it worked out well. But right here, we're building the Way of Ninja Pig. I do end up putting a shop there later on. I just completely forgot which shop I used, but it turns out great. I think I really like it. For the Torii gates, I think they're called, I ended up downloading a blueprint from the workshop. So shout out to whoever made that. I completely forgot their name, but I will obviously have their name on our bulletin board up in the front entrance of the park, which is exciting. And I use this like piece right here. I think it's also from the Sorcerer's Pack, I think this is. And it looks like wood, and it goes really well with it. So I kind of really like it, and it turned out great. I tried to remake the little symbol in the game, but that worked out as well. It's like a spiral. I think it looks like a spiral in the game. And then here we have a circle. I don't really know what they're called, but you'll know what I'm talking about if you see the symbol that I'm talking about in the Pet Pavilion on the actual Wizard101 game. But it's honestly perfect. The way it turned out is great. Yeah, I have a crate there, and then we copied this over from the fairgrounds, and out of there we also got a crystal lamp I made from the sorcery pack. It turns out awesome. Sorry, I'm locked in right now to see what it looks like, because this was a while ago. But here it is. It's like a crystal lamp, and there's a crystal. It does shine, but I had to add another light to it because it wasn't bright enough. So we added this, and then you'll see I also add a stage light, I think it is. What is it? Modern spotlight. There we go. To add the light extra to brighten up the space. And honestly, it works out really well. I really like it. And then I also downloaded this from the workshop. It looks great. It's like a hot air balloon. And as you know, in the Pet Pavilion, there's an air balloon with a car on it. But this one does not have a car, so I'm not really going to really stress about the car. It's a hot air balloon. It looks great, and I'm really happy with it. But then I wanted to work on the dance game. And here's the dance game. We did I tried to add like blocks just like this. Oh, I don't know why I made it bigger like that. I don't know. It looks great, but I feel like if I made them smaller and just did the rotation over and over, it would have looked a lot better. But we'll see. There's different versions of the dance game. So there's the Wizard City one, the Crocotopia one, Marleybone, Mushu, and Dragon Spire. I just went with the Wizard City one just because like we are in Wizard City, and I think that one is the most easiest to do right now. So here is me building the inside version of it, which is great. I did want to add like a entertainer in the middle of it, but it kept facing the wrong way. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about. I use Gulpy the dinosaur, I think. I don't know what's his name, but it's like Gulpy the dinosaur right here. But he would face the wrong way all the time, and I'd want him to face towards the entrance, but it wouldn't work. And I tried to add a path there so he could just stand there, but because apparently if you add a path and it's not connected to any other path, the worker will just like stand still or like just move. I don't think they'll move, they'll just stand still, but they'll do their animation. But it didn't work because he was facing the wrong way. I don't know if anybody knows how to make him face the right way. Let me know. I tried to change the color of this and then put circle blocks or pieces just to see the way that the design looks. I didn't really like it, so I think I just got rid of it and brought the brown wood back. But ooh, this is me trying to figure out how to make the sigil. I didn't really like it, but we figure out a different way later on. You'll see. But if you quickly just pause at the food fight game, you'll see what I'm talking about the photo. But here's Pet Derby. It's gonna be go-karts. It's gonna be outside on the water. I'm super excited. And you guys saw the Pet Pavilion, the hatchery, the building. I think it turned out really cool. It looks great. The pathway there is invisible, so that people walk on that stones, go up the stairs and into here. It looks definitely like the hatchery. Those are the sigils with the fires, and I put a little wizard there just for fun. And it is also going to be the entrance to the Pet Derby and the exit too. So it looks really cool. I'm really excited how it turned out. And then here's me making the sigils for each of the games. I make them red, and I add this sorcerer fire pit. And I think it looks great as a sigil. And I added to the dance game as well, and then we have Ninja Pig. And then that's it for the way Ninja Pig. But then we do add a shop later. And then here we're working on the fountain. I think this is also from the workshop. I cut out the path in between it just so the guests don't walk through it. And I wanted to add like in the game there's a piggle floating on top, but we don't have a piggle. We have a Pegasus. So I added this Pegasus on top, and I changed the colors to look more like stone grayish. So I think it looks a lot better. And the lighting at night, it looks so much cool. Like so much cool, please. It looks so cool. But here we continue working on the kiosk now. I really like the way I made the kiosk. I think it's so adorable. Trust the process. I do end up changing it a little bit in the end. Here, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. I did the outline of the stone, but then at the corners, I didn't like the way like there was a hole underneath. So I added pillars, but the pillars stuck out. And I didn't really like that. Here, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Like right here. I tried to find something that would work, but I couldn't find anything, so I used these. Hello, why is it frozen? I probably just took a long pause, yeah. But they stick out like these. I didn't really like them. I think the kiosk is more of a square rectangle kind of vibe, but I do end up updating it later on, so it does look a lot better. I got rid of the pillars. It does look like a full-on rectangle. Here we are building the actual roof of it, change the colors, and then part of it sticks out, and this part right here is where the eggs rotate, because you know it's a hatchery eggs thing. But I really like the way it turned out. I'm really happy about the kiosk. And then we have these pieces of wood. I made like a square with like and then made it smaller just like that, and I put it on all three sides. And each side has the wheels, the iron gear thing turning with certain colors. Some have 2, some have 3, and I did that on both sides, all 3 sides actually, I should say. And it looks great. And then for this kiosk, actually, I did end up making it a plushie shop, so like a souvenir shop, but only sell plushies. And I do still need to add the nest up top with the eggs, but I gotta figure out how to do that still. So that will be in the next episode maybe. But I think right now I'm gonna start working on the rotating eggs that goes inside of the kiosk. This is the pole that's like fully inside of it. And then I like the way it turns out. I do have a bit of trouble trying to attach them to the rotating platforms. Just because I didn't know that I had to turn on attach the scenery button on. Does that make sense? I didn't know how to turn on the attach the scenery button. There we go. That made more sense. So my goal for this was to make the eggs like on this size, and then save as a blueprint, and then just put the scale down, like the size of it. And I just made it super tiny, and it turned out great. When it comes to these kinds of shapes where I'm building something, I'd like to make it full size, like the way this shape size is originally when you fully take it out. I build it like that, and then I just like save as a blueprint and then make it as small as possible as I want. So I think this looks great. Like, and I changed all these eggs rotating, and they look like eggs in like a little thing that's being held on a thing. And this is what it's gonna look like. See, saved it as a blueprint. And then this is where the struggle came in. I didn't know how to attach it. I did not know how to attach it at all. So I think I spent a good like 30 minutes trying to attach it to that rotator, but it genuinely did not work at all until I looked it up. I was like, why can't I attach a blueprint to a platform? I didn't know. I don't know why that's not an option already. You actually have to turn on attach to scenery. You see, like I try so many things. You see me like struggling right here trying to find it. Where is it in my blueprints, my creations? It wouldn't come up like at all. So I find it, I tried to add it, it wouldn't work. I tried the different platform thing, it did not work at all. And then what else? Like I just gave up for a second, added the other one right there, changed that up, and then I think at some point here I realized I had to attach the scenery. I saved as a blueprint again, which didn't change much and didn't work at all. And then there we go. Now it worked. Now I knew how to do it because I turned on attach to Siri. Attach to Siri, please. Attach to scenery. I literally checked my phone right now because I thought Siri activated, but it didn't. So yeah, I added 2 platforms, one rotating clockwise, one rotating counterclockwise, because that's how it is in the game. But for the second one, I didn't place the thing high enough so it would show and it would like collide with the other one. So I had to redo that one, like right here. And I like just lined it up and I brought it higher than normal. There we go. So that way the rotator doesn't show, or the platform, sorry. And I think it looks great. There we go. And then I didn't like it just to be plain like this, so I added a piece of glass, just like that, and changed the color for it to be, I think I forgot what color I used. Dim gray. I used dim gray, and it just looks like clear glass. It's great. It's awesome. I loved it. And then here's where we start adding the shop. I think it was just a memento. Is that what it's called? Memento? No, I don't know. Or we did the path first, I think. Yeah, so we figured out the path of how we want it. And I think I do move where it's placed, actually. Yeah, I move it a bit further back a couple times. Because I didn't like the way the path is just so straight out, so I changed it up a bit. You see, I didn't like that, so I moved it again. A bit further back. There we go. And then I don't know why I'm struggling with the path in this game for a bit. But either way, it works out. It worked out great, just like that. We do make it invisible, by the way, and we add some dirt around it, and like we add the stones, like people are just walking on a piece of grass. It's great. This was just for the outline of it. So made it invisible, brought it back, and then added the dirt on underneath it, just so I know like where to put the stones. There we go. Made the path invisible. Copied the stones from there, and then just like place it over and over again, just like that. But yeah, I think it looks amazing. I did clean it up a bit too, yeah, because I didn't want it to be fully like that. So this looks more realistic with a bit of like rock texture as well. Yeah. There we go. Added the shop right there, and then made sure that I had to like sell only plushies, so it turned off everything off. Kept the plushies on. There we go. Pocket plush. That's what it's called. Pocket plush. And then I also added like the plushies items in game over platforms as well, just to make it look like, you know, that's what we sell kind of thing. And like, you know, they're pets. It's a pet kiosk in the game in Wizard101, so it looks like pets. They do look like pets. And they're on rotators, so that's really cool. Like, I genuinely like the way they look like. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, I do end up changing the columns that's on there. So trust me, it looks a lot better than it is now, I think. I don't know why I ended up going with this. I do end up changing it. I knew it was a bad idea because it didn't work out. I don't even know why I tried. That's what I'm trying to say. Because like that looks so weird. The way it's going up and down. It's going through the stone. And I didn't like it. So I just stuck with this thing again. See? And that looks a lot better. A lot better. Just like that. But yeah. Added the trees. I can't wait to see what I continue with the Pet Pavilion, which is what we do. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be really cool. I think I will extend the line for the Pet Derby to be on the grass of where the cannon game is with the blocks, because I think the line in the hatchery is not enough, and we do also add trees right here just to make it look more realistic and not just like a plain piece of land. You know what I mean? But yeah, honestly, I like the way this is going. And with the new updates that they released, with the new DLCs that I already have, I can't wait to see what we build. There's snow now in the game, so that's really exciting. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I promise the next one won't be this long, or it won't be like, you won't be waiting too long for it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And if you're not already in the Discord, make sure you join the Discord. We do a lot of fun things, and you'll never miss anything. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.